Hello. So now I'm going to show you how to organize your Orton Gillingham flashcards. Um, the ones I'm going to recommend that you buy for this training are from Wilson. The reason I'm going to have you buy them from Wilson and not the ones that are sold along with an OG manual is because many kids in Massachusetts are using foundations in their classroom, and so the color tone and the keywords are the same. So that just builds off of what they're getting in school. And Wilson keywords are excellent keywords. So they're not like G giraffe, because that doesn't make the good sound, or E elephant, because when you say elephant, the first thing you do is L, which technically has the E sound in it, but it might cue students the wrong way because they'll hear that letter L name. So the Wilson keywords, beautiful keywords. They're just a little packaged and prettier than the old school Orton Gillingham ones. So we're going to go with these. Okay, so I will send you the exact link or shopping list, whatever details, so that you know exactly what to buy. We don't want to buy the foundations cards that go with first grade or second grade. We want to buy like the full deck. So the third grade one or the ones that go with the Wilson training will work. Okay, so I've got my deck. This is brand new and never have been disorganized, so it will be good for me to film how I'm dividing up a brand new pack. If you already have a pack of cards that are in disarray, you can still follow this video tutorial and sort them. It just won't be in the same order as mine. So here are my OG levels according to the scope and sequence that we are using for this class. Also, you might want to print out the scope and sequence and have it next to you, okay? Or you might even, I'm going to share one more thing. You might find it more helpful to have this little cheat sheet out. I sent this to you. This was from like the first night, I believe. So this doesn't have an actual list of the phonogram cards, but it's definitely more readable. And you can see it gives you like the chunks, so you can see some of the things there. But if you follow this tutorial and if you look at that big scope and sequence, I think you'll be all set. And I'm actually going to have to refer to it every now and then as well. So let me get it out so it's next to me so I can refer to it. So we're going to start. I'll put this card, don't need that anymore. Now, the beginning of the deck is easy because all of your short vowels and your consonants and your digraphs go in level 1. So A, B, C, E, F, G, H, I. I'm just going to scoot ahead. J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. So we're not necessarily teaching them in alphabetical order, but they do all belong in level 1. So we'll keep those there. Oh, here come my digraphs. SH, CK, CH, TH, WH. Those digraphs go in level 1 as well. So I'll put those there. Now, DGE can go in either level 2 or 3. I guess I'll put it in level 2 for now. Same with TCH, that can go in level 2. Yes, FH is a digraph, but it's a digraph that's more of a Greek, it would be found in Greek words. So yes, it would be found in like a short word like phone that we use, like a cell phone, but there aren't a lot of high frequency, low level, words that would be having the PH in it. So we can put that up in, I don't even have level 5 printed out right here, but we have level 4 is the Latin stuff. So anything Greek, I'm going to put in level 5. Now, something we did have in level 4 is these little common suffixes with the connective. So all those TIs, shun and shull, see, patient. So we'll put that with level 4, the CI as well. And then you're going to have an FLS. Now, the floss rule is taught in level 1, so doubling the FL letter S. So technically, you could put those in level 1. A lot of times, I just put them at the back of my pile because I don't want them to get, when I'm doing my sound drill, I don't want them to get mixed in. I don't want to quiz the child twice on S. twice on F. And then when it gets to the point where I am going to teach the floss drill, and I do want to have those double letters up for my blending drill, then I do move them into section 1. So whatever, put them in section 1 or put them in the way back. Okay, you've got some blank ones. Now the blank ones are useful for a couple different purposes. They're useful if you wanted to make, if you need an extra, like if you lost a card and you want to have an extra card, they're helpful for that because it's the same color and everything and size. They're also helpful if you wanted to do some symbolic work and model what syllable types looks like without having any print involved. You could use the blank pinks and white for that. So I'm going to put those in my end pile as well. Ooh, here comes our schwa. And if you can see right there, level 3 is where we start to talk about schwa. I'm going to be honest, I never really use the schwa card. There are all different kinds of patterns where schwa shows up. It's often, it's in an unaccented syllable. I just happen to not use this too much. So I'm going to put that, I can put that with level 3, but I probably won't ever use it. Y as a vowel, like in the word baby or cry, making the E or Y, goes there. All of your R controls are introduced in level 2. So we'll do that. Now we've got a whole bunch of level 2 vowel teams coming up. So let's see. AI, AY, level 2. EE, EY, level 2. OA, OE, level 2. Oh boy, here we go. We got a doozy here. Let's check on here. Double vowels. Is this in level 4? Yes, there it is in level 4. We have some advanced double vowels, like some of the ones that say U or A, things like that. They're not as common. So that was level 4. So you can see the 4 there. OI goes in level 3. OY goes in level 3. My 2A ah sounds go in level 3. Ow, like an out, and OW, like in snow or plow, those go in level 2. So the Wilson order might be a little different than our OG order. So they might be arranged by Wilson scope and sequence, but that's why we're going through this now. Okay, where are we? OO goes in level 2. EA goes in level 2. We just teach the E, the long E sound, like in eat. And then later on, in level 3, we do that E sound. But in level 2, we're going to do eat. So we'll keep that there. EW goes in level 4. UI goes in level 4. EI, 4. IE, I think that's level 3. IGH, level 3. EIGH, level 4. Oh, I've got my 2 blank ones. I'll put them over there with my other blanks. Okay. ALL, ball, I often teach this in level 1 with am and an. I'm trying to see if it's on your OG scope and sequence anywhere. I don't think it is. I don't see it there. So once my students are making some headway, oh yeah, I see. They have all listed here in level 2 as a closed exception. And an and am aren't even on this scope and sequence, but they need to be down in level 1 because as soon as you teach short A, at least for our Massachusetts kids, there's a difference with the way we say am and an. So you'll need a specific lesson to teach them, oh, here's the funny sound that A makes. So definitely in level 1 and pretty early on in level 1. Some of my kids, I add this one in too because there's some common words. Ball, tall, wall, small, and it helps them, but you don't have to. That can stay in level 2. Now, all of our NGs, ing, ing, ong. Oh, where's my last one? Oh, there it is. Those are all level 2. Ink, ink, onk, unk, level 2. Now these are called closed syllables exceptions because they look like a closed syllable. It looks like a short vowel closed in, but wild, kind, bold, post, colt, those are all closed syllable exceptions. The vowel actually says its own name. So that's something that goes a little bit deeper in level 2. Same with our vowel, let me just check here, close exceptions. So I'm looking for IVE here. They teach it as, so this, oh yeah, they teach it as a suffix in level 3, if, instead of I've, but there are some one-syllable words like give, I'm trying to think of something else. My mind's blank right now. There are some one-syllable words too, so sometimes I pop it in level 2, but we'll just go with level 3 because that's where it is as a derivational suffix. Okay, now we have our STLE. This would be like, so we have our consonant E syllable, and then we have, where is it? STLE, there it is. You can ignore that, no keywords only, because when you think of castle, we don't hear that T there. So Wilson gives it a card. We can put it in level 3. Some of the stuff like level 1 and level 2, I'm a purist with, but then once we get up to 3, 4, 5, I kind of, the paths kind of vary with what your child needs when they get that far. Okay, now that's, so this is why I'm not as automatic with grouping these things. Okay, TION, SION, those would be final stable syllables in level 3. And we've got TU, TURE, I'm looking down here, like chur, oh, there it is, Latin suffix, so we'll put that in level 4. We've got some blank green cards. We'll put those to the side. Now I have some silent letters. So let's take a look here. Silent letters K, N, and W, R. Those are really high frequent ones. So those are taught in level 2. I don't think the rest of them are on our scope and sequence. So I'm just going to pop those. Looking. I'm just going to pop these in level 3. Level 3 or 4 would be fine for that. Now, next question is, what do you do with it? I like to have my cards organized in this little thing. So this is an old one. And as you can see right here, I just have it sitting on my little teacher shelf. These are all the cards that my current, there's a couple kids who are working at the same level. And I just have the cards that they're using currently right there, ready to go. And then all the cards that we're not using are back there. I decided to I grouped mine a little bit differently. But basically what you should do for the clinic is level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you can keep your cards where they go in their home. Then if there's cards that your student has learned and mastered, I put those like in the front like that before all the tabs, okay? And that's where I keep them ready to access. For the clinic, we recommend that you have 2 decks of cards. 1 deck of cards for each child that you work with. It really helps to have them pre-organized for each child so that as you add on, you don't have to think before each lesson, wait, which kid gets that one? So it makes sense to have them done ahead of time. So until you get one of those little pouches, you can just make little piles like this. So I'm going to put all my level 1s, all my level 2s, just kind of stack them. And then this way, oops, this way they'll be easy to organize once you have your tabs. Okay, so I'll leave, you don't need to see me do the whole thing, but that's the general idea. And then they're organized according to our Orton-Gillingham scope and sequence. And that should be pretty handy. Once you do that, that scope and sequence is going to be internalized in your brain over time. So the next time you buy new cards, or if you know, have different groups at school that you're working with, it won't take as much work to sort them every time because you'll know, oh yeah, level 1 is just consonants, vowels, and and digraphs. That's really all you're going to put there. And then level 2 has got like the basic vowel teams and so on. One thing that Wilson and doesn't include, and I insist that you make these, are vowel consonant E cards. So you don't have enough. You only have 2 blank pink cards that come in your deck. So what I use is salmon, you know, those index cards that are the pastels, or you can sometimes get cardstock that has like that pale pink. And I make my own because I like to quiz my students in the drill. I consonant E, pine I, O consonant E, home O, E consonant E, P-E, and so on. You obviously can't blend and make a word with this card, so this is just for the keyword. And then when it gets to blending, you're just using those single letters. Also, as I go along, I sometimes make suffix cards out of, you know, whatever color I want. You could do whatever. So these are things that I add on too, and like sometimes I'll add the definition on the back. So that says miss, and on the back it says wrong. And so we'll go through and I'll quiz the students on the suffix meaning as well, and I'll pop those on the words. All right. This is something that you might need to save and watch later too if you don't have your flashcards at this time. Okay.